Have you ever realized when you are actually happy? Did you ever ponder around this and see what happened when you feel this joy or peace? Isn't it awkward that we look forward to happiness, but we never investigate of what actually is happening when I'm happy and I feel this joy and peaceful sensation, if it is a sensation, which is not, but anyway. But what happens is that you forget yourself. Peacefulness and happiness comes only with forgetfulness. You are in a very nice sunset and you forget yourself. You're making love. You eat in a very amazing dinner with candles, or you hear a mystical music, or you are inside the forest, or whatever. And there is no more you. You with your problems, concerns, beliefs, your past and your future, they are all gone. Actually, if we make and try to describe it in one word, there is no mind. My mind is absent. And because my mind is full of ideas and data and trying to predict or reproducing the bad moments and the concerns for my life, for my husband, all these all of a sudden vanishes. They are nowhere. And that's when I feel and experience the very trivial but never understood now. I'm in the now moment, present moment. Say it whatever, in whatever words you like. There is no past and no future in the now, So there is no me, my ego me as a name, as a male, female with successes and many wrong things and the mistakes that I've done, torturing myself. So just realize this very simple conclusion that in order somebody to be happy and joyful and peaceful, actually, which has nothing to do with the mind, again, description of smiling all day. Happiness has nothing to do with smiling, it has to do with peace. We have to forget ourselves. In other words, we have to forget the mind. To be more precise, we have to erase the mind. And just this, it's the very simplicity and explanation of what spirituality is all about. By becoming a child in your 50s, like it was the most clear and never understood instruction from Jesus, he never said to bow to gods and kind of stuff. He said, become a child. You are 55, become a child. It says, in other words, to go back. How can you go back when you are 55 and you want to become a child? He wants you to erase your mind, to forget about you and your achievements and your misfortune moments and your whatever you call bad or good. The same would be from Socrates. The same would be with other words from Lao Tzu or from my beloved teacher Maharaj. We will discuss about these things perhaps, but just say with a simplicity, because there is so complexity and descriptions, which is actually the mind, about spirituality. When spirituality is the killing of the mind. I'm forgetting myself and I'm peaceful. Forgetfulness reveals peacefulness. There is no other way. Because if I remember a good time I had 2 weeks ago in a nice mountain, then I became sad because I'm living in the past and I want this to happen again. And this is actually the main problem when we are looking for happiness. We think that we experience one thing, like a very nice moment somewhere with someone or by ourselves, and we want to go again to the same place and have the same experience, which just doesn't work this way. Unfortunately, we never investigate. Everything is so much in front of us, but we don't want to. We just prefer to hear naive law of attractions or connected with quantum field and all this nonsense, and we don't realize that the work is much more simple and a little bit harder in that sense, even though you don't have to try. It's just we need a lot of work to remember, to forget, the mind. In other words, not to pay attention to your mind, at least for 1-2 seconds or 1-2 minutes as a start. And only then, by losing and destroying your ego self of yours, you become one with the space, with the universe, and not as a name and surname, kilos, height, nationality, religion, beliefs, and all this bullshit. But this mind is full with it. Yes, mind is a bullshit thing. That's why we suffer. And that's why all mystics were trying and aiming to kill the mind and using it only when it needs to do very specific things. So anyway, just stay with that for you to ponder. Forgetfulness leads to happiness, to peacefulness without cause. This is another very important thing. There is no cause why I feel peace. It's not because I experience something. As a matter of fact, I'm shutting down or I push away any kind of experience. I don't want to feel experience. I feel an inner silence. Absence of the mind leads to inner silence. Forgetfulness, peacefulness, happiness. We'll be in touch.